So, hello, Chrissy here. I've been drawn with the Russell Grant Tarot because there's a lot of weather things, kind of related things that I'm using here. Um, a word bag, which four words have already come out from one part of the deck, little decks in here, the mini decks, but they want me to leave that aside. And there's quite a contrast between the parents of these cards here. I'm being prompted to say this is about world issues, current world issues, and things coming. We do have someone in the priesthood. I'm seeing a cross, and then it's going into a coffin. Someone's going to pass, and it must be someone we know. It must be someone we know because it's well, it could just be any old person because they wouldn't be telling us. We've got a lot of water again. We've got a lot of water coming in the east. Is it what? Is it near east or far east? Water where it shouldn't be. Water where it shouldn't be. Don't know what that is all about. What the universe is wanting us to know. It's time to drop the veil. We ourselves are the magic in this world. We are the magicians, so to speak, of our own life because we are the creators of our own life. We gather the tools to experience along the way. Excuse the doggy. We need to be in union with ourselves. This is the most important lesson in our journey. So the magician in this deck is number one, because you are, like I said, the magician, the creator of your own life. What you see before you is what you've, result of the choices, the decisions you've made. We, the public, are going to be blindsided by something. We are going to be distracted to something here for a purpose to go here where it'll cost. If that, that will make sense to me when they come through, but that's what I'm feeling. There may also be opportunities coming up for new businesses, small businesses, and I don't think there's been any help there since COVID times. So, magician is one, you using the tools you have to create what you need to see, what you want to see. The snake is shedding of old ways, dropping the veil. And it is a 43, which is a 7. It's using your intuition. So the sun's right in your eyes. And the lovers are 6, coming into harmony, coming into balance with self. Do you know, loving self first is about taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, taking care of, your space, appreciating your input in life and the lessons that we're learning in life. We're balanced when we see the reality of things and choose to make, kind decisions. Okay. We've got Gemini, which is a 10, 28, and that's about endings. And again, it's another couple. But Gemini, Thank you. Gemini, they're saying, is like two sides of the same coin, working in tandem. So we might be, as a country, working together with another country on something. What are we working on? Environment and trade. So new trade deals, working together instead of opposing each other. We've gone from a 28 to a 29, and 29 is number 11, most angel number, doesn't get reduced. So I feel new trade deals and new environmental pacts. There's been too much gluttony in the world. There's more than enough. There's more than enough because, this dropping away. It's abundance. But it's gluttony, being a bore. I want it all myself. Countries, powers have been like this for too long. It's time to share. Jupiter. What are you? That's the master number 11, 56, Jupiter. This is 4-leaf clover. I've got enough. We've got enough. This is going to come through trade. Our government is going to work together with some government of another country, don't know who yet, to work on trade to bring abundance. We have a 9, which is a new cycle. We have the moon, but it's in reverse. But I feel in this instance, this is thank you. Oh my, this is it, literally beginnings of a new relationship with a country. Who's that going to be? Don't know. But this is a new relationship, and I want to say prosperous relationship. The Ace of Wands, new beginnings, and the Ace of Cups, the new beginnings. Wands are all the tools, all the ingredients, all the skills, the talents, the whatever. And the Ace of Cups is, well, it's love. So this is care. So careful thought is going to go in here somewhere. Okay, they're telling me that's a story. That's one story. So trade deals. UK is going to be trade deal. That's going to prosper the country. Combine them with another country. In with care and consideration for the people. Starting anew. Right. So the flame is also the action, they're telling me. We're going to environment. Sorry, I've dropped them. Environment. Seeing green. Seeing. I'm seeing what looks like, when you're trying to start a electric chainsaw. So forests might be getting cut somehow. Oh no, the trees. The trees. Right. So, I say Uranus, we're talking about environment. This is the weather. Isn't that funny? They've told us to go into environment in the first card. Uranus. And this is 58, which is 13, which is a 4. And the last thingy was a 4. And again, it's home, the earth, the world, the weather. We're going to experience all kinds of different weathers. And we have been, we have been. We posted an information pod on our community podcast on YouTube and TikTok, Cafe Soul Pod, Cafe Soul Sisters, I think it is on TikTok, about cloud seeding. I was drawn to do about cloud seeding because, yeah, it's fine, you know, and it's lovely to think, oh my God, those who haven't got rain, we can make rain if there's a cloud there and they've got water, but they don't know how that affects other countries and how it affects the entire weather system as a whole. But the weathers, there's going to be all kinds of weather. But what I'm seeing, what they're focusing on most on the card, right, is the rainbow. So, the rainbow is like all the colours. It's all the colours and the frequencies of the energy, of the light and of the energy. So, there could be a global thing coming together also on climate. And again, I feel, yeah. So this is home, the sheep. And it's 40, is that a 45? Flipping out, 45-9, new beginning, new start on the home front. I've got the key. Oh my gosh, got the key. A new start on the home front. There is going to be changes in fishing. Oops. Pisces has come up. I know. Pisces has come up. It's a 37, which is a 10. So there's going to be an ending to something to do with fishing. I want to say that was what I want to say straight away. There's going to be an end to something, which would be a good thing. For sea life. So I don't know what that would be either. Okay. The Empress at 3, which is creativity. There could be news of pregnancy in a royal household, or, you know, somebody of status. I'm getting twins. I'm getting twins here also. Or the mother could be a twin of that. I don't know. Don't know. Mother could be a twin. Okay. So I'm also getting prompted to weather the storms, because the energies with the Uranus, the energies, you know, just like the weather systems, it changes the frequencies, it changes things in the environment, it changes the way we feel also. We are energy. It affects us whether you believe that or not. It's like we are not just what's inside us, we are what's outside of us also. We interact with different energies as we're passing them in the street each day. We have to remember to stay grounded in ourselves. Okay. That also means not getting carried away with thoughts of worries, concerns, stress and things like that. It's like, take a breath. It is what it is. We've got the node 63, which is a 9 again. Now I normally read this card as not the node. I just read it because I read imagery, so I read it as confusion. But this is different because it's environmental. So I'm saying the dragon awakes. So a volcano, a volcanic, something where there'd be fire, wakes up. I'll tell you how I'm seeing this. Let me see the dragon's face. Can you see? I love these cards. I've had them since the early 90s. The dragon's face and his hands. It's almost like, ta-da! Ta-da! I woke up. So some ending to fishing, something to do on the seas. I'm saying fishing, something to do on the seas, so either fishing rights or, you know, where people are going, or something happening at sea. I feel it's because it's environment. I feel it's more about the environment, not terroristic or anything. The sheepers were dealing, like a mother, we're dealing with home also, being creative. As a country, as a globe. And this is in the environmental realm we are, you know, like what's happening in the world. And then we've got this dragon awakes, the dragons woke up. They might already know about this. So this might already be on someone's radar, or, well, I don't know, it could be hidden. It could be something that's hidden we don't know about. So that's going to cause a fire. I wake up. We've got the Ascendant 61, but in this case, that's how we're reading it. This is like two different faces, isn't it? You know, it looks all happy and happy. We look happy. But it's like, and it's come under that node, the dragon. It's like, ta-da! The dragon's going to wake up. And then we've got the mother tending our sheep, so the countries are tending. And there's going to be major changes in the way that happens, as a nation, as a global, response, I feel, to what this is. Yeah, we've got the seas again. Another 459. No, sorry. A 5. Oh. Right. Something overseas. Is this to calm the... Something is going to calm the waters. This is Neptune putting his trident to calm the waters, almost like to calm the storms. And we've got the new moon, which is changes 53, and that's full of stars. So it's full of possibility, it's full of hope, it's full of healing. And with the ending to something of the fishing or the water rights and stuff, the end to that, the deaths in reverse. I don't normally read in reverse, but there you go. And that's another 4. We have the Justice card. What's the Justice card about? The Emperor. The Emperor's another 4. And the Justice card is an 8. So everything on the home front. And the home front is humanity. And when we do think it on a global scale, not just UK where I'm from, it's a global scale, because we are the brotherhood of man, the sisterhood of man. But this is like balanced justice. If there's something feels very fair about what's coming in, I don't know whether it's got something to do with our king either, because we've got somebody royal having a baby. Um, but it's almost like justice prevails as well. I'm saying this is justice. This can also be the spiritual Our Father looking down. It's like, oh, there's a little fly. Get out. Almost like heavenly justice. Like earthly. Thank you. The universe is at play here. I know I sound crazy when I talk about this stuff. The universe is at play here. This is like earthly justice. But it's like, have you ever watched, was it Jason and the Argonauts? And the gods used to all sit around and they used to like play with, like, the humans really put things in the way and stuff like that. That's almost how that feels to us right now. They are actively, the energies within the universe, the very fucking air we breathe, are at play. And how the energy interacts with us is intuition, inspiration, dreams, signs, symbols, repetitive things that just don't go away until you recognize them. But there's justice. This feels like there's some kind of balance going to come through. As I said that, Libra popped out and the scales right on the scale. Balance. You've got justice, Emperor, and balance. Temperance. Temperance is also about having patience, but literally pouring one cup of water to another cup. Rainbow water. Not spilling a drop. It's composed, it's balanced, it's everything in moderation. And I feel this is how people in power are going to start looking at things in a more balanced, judicial way. They've come out again, look. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. So, it could be this dragon that awakes that causes the governments globally to come together and put their wants, their greed, their power hungry, whatever, aside and start thinking about the actual country, the land, the people, the animals. What a wonderful world that would be, eh? Like, everyone I've known in life, nearly, they just want the next thing, they just want the next thing, they just want the next thing, and they're wanting it. It's a want, it's want. And I used to always say, I've probably got on people's nerves. That's a want though, it's not a need. What do you need right now? It's like, what do you need right now? And I feel that's what's happening. It could be happening on a global scale, even with people. What's important? What is important to us? And I feel that's what's happening. So it could be happening on a global scale, not just with the powers to be that be in the higher places that make the decisions, but also on a global humanity. We're starting maybe to start looking at what is important. And it could be after whatever this is here. Dragon awakening. Oh my gosh. Okay, positive news. Positive news. I just want a timeline on that dragon. Do we have a timeline on the dragon awaken? Just give me. Where's the months on here? Where's the months on the edge? What month in 2026? No, 2027. 2027. February. February 2027. The Dragon Awakes. 2027. February. Like. I just don't know. Okay. See, this is coming now. At 27, changes are going to start happening or are happening because these cards have come out here. The Taurus 27 is a 9. New cycle begins. And the Jupiter's come back out. 11, Master Angel number, abundance. So the future, after something that really rocks the world, there's abundance. So, and it feels that because people are coming back to who we are, you know, looking after each other. The star changes. 17. 17 as an 8 is about movement, changes. This is, you know, being in the spotlight. But it's also healing and hope. So don't lose hope. So what we've got here is we're going from somebody or can I use that right? We're going from people at the moment or people who were used to running countries in this energy with no morals, they want to say also, who have been daring. They've been daring with their behaviour, with their interactions, with their deals, with all of those things. And it's literally brought countries to the knees. You know, people on the actual workers that keep, you know, the actual workers that keep countries going, the little men. Them are the people that keep, that's what they would call us, the little people. Do you know, the general public, the general Joe, the labourers, the manual workers, you know, the workers. They keep the country going. And governments are supposed to be there to serve the people, not serve themselves. And that's what they've been doing. They've been making deals for themselves. That's got to stop. Like any major decision that's going to be made by governments, maybe should be done in a more fair way. Ask the people. Here's a deal on the table. Here's what it involves. Being honest and transparent. Here's what it involves. Here's what it'll cost. Here's what it won't cost. Here's what it'll bring in. Here's what it's all about, basically. You decide as a nation. But they don't. So they're not serving the people. They're serving themselves. That's got to change. We need people in governments who are honest and have morals. And hopefully that's what they're telling us, that somebody or things are going to be changing where honesty and morals are going to come more into play. And that itself could take daring. We've got a ship sinking. Oh my gosh. A ship sinking. And we have 2 blonde females, popular females, celebrities, who will also pass in the next 12 months. Can't see anyone. But thank you, if we all looked after ourselves and our own, our own family, our own environment, everybody did that and were aware and had a bit of forethought, then the world would be a much better place. They want also to remind, and I think they've said this before, COVID, there's a lot of things happened since COVID times, but the world as a globe, after all the vibration on it, went still. The cars stopped, the planes stopped, the boats stopped, everything stopped. The earth wasn't feeling that vibration anymore, just its own whatever. Then all of a sudden, things started up again all over the globe. And then boom, it all started up again. And then we woke her up. And then we did have things happen. We had earthquakes, we had floods, we had earth separations in Turkey and things. And I think we did have volcanic activity, because I painted one weeks before, I think it was 3 weeks before it happened in Santorini. So let's hope this comes to pass, and that whatever dragon awakes isn't a catastrophe. I can't even say that, because to affect the whole globe, I don't know. But this could also be telling us to have good morals ourselves. Be honest with ourselves. Be daring enough to be authentic in life and to have integrity. If we can hold that for our life and not just settle or not just go with whatever, the rewards are amazing, because literally you'll spend your whole life chasing that dream, then you get it. I need to chase something else. You need to look at, why am I chasing something? Because I'm chasing something. I mean, it's okay to have ambition and stuff and want to achieve things. I'm not saying it's not, but it's not the most important thing. People are. Animals are. Energy, living energy, and the memories and the exchanges we have. That's what we take with us. And that's what I hear when people come back and pass messages through for our viewers. Make the memories. You can't take the house, you can't take the car, you can't take anything like that with you. You can't. And you don't need anybody to see or to know what you're up to either. You just need to make your day productive for you and try and help others along the way. So, fingers crossed, that's what's happening, and more people are waking up and starting to look at their morals, their values, their beliefs, and starting to be better people, especially those in government power.